And what changes for you?
Well, when the wind's in your face, I like to describe it as golf. It's like you're going to try to hit a very low 3-iron into the wind. You know, you obviously can't afford as much hang time because you want to get as much distance as possible. But you know, that's why you come to a Big Ten school, is you get to play in conditions like that. That's a lot of fun, and it was good to be out there, and I feel that we did a good job for that day.
Are you a golfer? Did you learn it that way? Did you learn it?
Sure. You know, my brother's actually my younger brother's a golfer, so I'll play with him, and we'll always say that we want to shape shots a certain way, and that's something that you can use when you're kicking and punting a football. There's a lot of similarities, and so that's something that definitely goes through my thought process before I go out and you know, want to punt a football, obviously.
You know, on game days, 105,000 people over there. If Jake McQuaide walks through, no one knows who he is. But can you tell me about how important it is to have a long snapper with the experience like that?
So true. Jake is one of my favorite guys on the team. Not only because he's one of my good friends, but he's just such a consistent long snapper. I can't tell you as a punter how nice it is to be back there before you receive the snap and know it's going to be there, you know, almost every time. Jake does a great job. He's been a 4-year starter for us, and I'm happy he's snapping the ball with me. He does a great job. So.
You talk about the difference in pressure that maybe, I mean, every athlete probably feels it because it makes them perform at a higher level, but especially now, weather changes a little bit, you know, and it's the conference season. I just wonder how you guys have adjusted and learned to perform under that.
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, anytime you head into the Big Ten season, we know that, like I said, special teams are going to be magnified. That's what Coach says. And to be a part of the special teams, specifically the punt unit, that's exciting for us because we know it's going to be, we're going to be a part of some game-changing plays, whether that's dropping a team inside the 10-yard line or just hitting a boomer down the field. We know that the pressure's on a little more, and I'm sure the offense and defense feels the same way, but that's why you come to a school like Ohio State, is to compete for a Big Ten and national championship.
The fact that coverage, even Coach mentioned it this week, coverage really improved.
Sure.
Not only on kickoffs, but obviously on punts as well. Any particular reason that you saw in practice that would explain why coverage lanes were held a little bit better?
No, I think our guys have been doing a good job. I just think that you know, the other teams we've been playing, Miami and Illinois, obviously, those guys have great athletes too, and they're going to make plays, and that's kind of just the way it swings sometimes. I think that as the games continue to progress, we're going to continue to improve and just continue to work hard. Our guys work hard in practice, and I think it'll show up again this week versus Indiana.
You talk about improvement. Where do you still need to see improvement?
I think Coach always talks about our get-off times. We want the punt to get off as fast as possible. We ask for the 1.95 seconds, and just continuing to cover the ball. I think as we get down for some of the pooch punts, I think we've let a few go in the end zone that we're going to try to catch. Our coverage team's going to be working on that, but I think overall our unit did a great job in some adverse conditions at Illinois, and that was exciting for us to take that step.
How close are you to the 1.95 personally?
No, we'll usually get that. I think this last week we were 5 and 6 for that, and just the one was just a little bit above that. That's what Coach asked, and that's a very good time for around the country. So that's something that we're going to continue to work for.
Ben, has there been any concern that swinging? I call it the swinging door in front of you. You know, the 3 guys and stuff. Close the door. It seems like that's prone to have someone eventually just knocked back right in your lap and stuff. How do you keep an eye on the stuff in front of you and still get the ball off, so to speak?
Well, I try to just focus obviously on catching the ball first, and then my job is really to get the ball off as fast as I can. I know that you know, my guys are going to do a good job covering the punt once it gets down the field, and we call those 3 guys our bears. It's called a bear punt, and I'm confident in what those guys do. You know, we've obviously had a protection breakdown one time versus Ohio University, so we got that one out of the way, and now we're looking forward to just be as perfect as we can for the Big Ten season.